Where are you? I just realized I didn't see your mother either.
I'm out to see the ballet with Mom today. We'll have dinner after and then go home. There's a popular French restaurant nearby that I wanted to visit.
What? Just the two of you?
Yeah, you don't have time to go see the ballet, because you're the one that has to take care of that old man.
But you could have at least said something.
What are you going to do even if I tell you? You're staying home with the old man anyway.
Please don't call your father old man. I feel sorry for him.
The name old man is enough for that guy.
Why are you and your mother so cold on him?
Because he's always been a timid, unreliable man. It's just so pathetic to watch. And on top of that, he's now disabled and needs nursing care. I'm just hoping he'll be gone soon.
It wasn't his fault that he became disabled. Don't blame your father. He's just ill.
You're always defending that old man, aren't you? Do you feel a bond with other useless people? Pathetic.
Useless people?
He's just baggage and you're sterile. You can't even get pregnant. Give me back my hopes and dreams.
I'm sorry.
I must have married the wrong person because we've been married for 5 years and we can't have kids. The only thing a useless wife like you can do is take care of the old man.
I have never disliked being his caretaker. Your father was always kind to me.
The only reason the old man is nice to you is that he wants your company. There was no one in this house on his side. He probably feels a connection with you, another useless human.
I pity your father.
Huh?
You and your mother go see the ballet. The money you spend on eating out is your father's money, right?
The only thing he has going for him is money. Well, he's not the only one who earned the fortune of this house.
Stop saying that.
That old man, even that one, was born into a rich family. He's got nothing but money. The old man can't even shop for himself anyway. We're just making the most of it. It's our right as family.
Your father may be physically handicapped, but he's clear in the head. I'm sure he's very sad that you and your mother are treating him so coldly.
I don't care. I just wish that baggage would be gone soon. I forgot to mention, I'll be traveling abroad from tomorrow.
What? Overseas? That's so sudden.
I've been planning this for a while. I just didn't tell you. We're traveling on a luxury cruise.
Oh yeah? But what about your father?
He has you. It's just me and my mom going.
What about me? You guys are leaving me and your father behind?
Of course. How can we take someone like him on a trip? He's going to need someone to take care of him.
You're leaving me behind.
We can't just leave the old man alone. If something goes wrong, it'll be on us. Besides, I'd rather travel alone with my mom. It's no fun when you're in the way.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about you and the old man.
It's just the two of you again, in the lap of luxury. And how much does a luxury cruise cost?
I haven't been abroad for a while, so I wanted to go. I want to show my mom the beautiful scenery of Europe. The cost was a bit out there, but I can afford it.
You paid for it with your father's money.
The old man's fortune will be ours in the near future anyway. What we do with it is our business. I'll buy you a souvenir if I feel like it.
Even though your father hasn't been feeling well lately, how can you travel by yourselves?
It's probably just a cold or something. Besides, it's none of my business what happens to the old man.
You and your mother are too cold and selfish.
Huh? Do you have a problem with me?
I have nothing but complaints. What did your father and I ever do to you? How can you guys be so selfish?
You're so cocky, aren't you? You're just a housewife. I could kick you out of my house if I wanted to. But if that happens, you'll be left penniless and on the street.
If he heard about this, I'm sure your father would get angry.
I don't care. He can't do anything with that body even if he gets angry. If that old man ever messes with me or mom, I'm gonna get even with him. I'm gonna beat him well.
You really are a terrible person.
Hey, you home? I'm coming home now, so get the food ready. I miss American food. European food was great, but it's just not the same.
Welcome back. You finally returned.
Oh, I forgot to get you guys a souvenir. Well, that's okay, right?
Where are you now?
I just took a cab from the nearest station. I'll be home soon. Hurry up and cook. I'm so hungry.
Again, you contact me out of the blue like that?
I want tomato soup and baked potatoes for dinner. And maybe some grilled steak. I want to eat freshly cooked bread, too.
2 months away from home. Don't you care how we're doing? Your father's condition and stuff? Don't you have something to say before requesting a whole dinner menu?
Huh? I don't care about his condition. I'm tired. Get ready and cook. Quick. I'm gonna be home before you can stop blabbing.
You're still a hopeless case, aren't you? No wonder your father abandoned you.
You better watch your mouth. You think you're the master of the house now because we've been gone for 2 months?
Whatever. I was just stating a fact.
Hey, what happened to the house? Where are you and the old man? Why is the house gone? Why is the land being cleared?
You should have seen this coming. That's what happens when you take things too far.
What are you talking about? What happened?
I warned you, didn't I? I said, even if your father would be angry, didn't I?
So, explain to me what's going on. Mama's just sitting here in shock. Did the old man do this?
We tore down the house and sold the land.
Huh? Are you kidding?
It wasn't me, it was your father. Oh, and that's not all. He changed all of his assets into money, like cars, etc.
What on earth is that old man doing?
Shortly after you guys left, your father contacted his realtor, lawyer, and accountant. A week later, we moved all our stuff out of the house. The demolition happened so fast, I was surprised too.
Where are you now?
I'm staying at my parents' house for now. Your father paid for my flight and all the money to move out of the house.
How dare you do this? Who told you it was okay to do this?
I told you, your father made the decision. And we're getting a divorce too. I'm sorry you're tired from your trip, but I'm sure you'll be able to handle that too.
You don't get to decide on your own.
It's because you went on a trip without asking me. I'll make sure the process is handled through a divorce attorney. Your father paid for my legal fees, so that helped.
That feeble old man? He seriously did all this just to corner us? But still, I can't believe he demolished the house. He's nuts.
You guys really made your father angry. Also, he did this for me too. He said he would punish you for me.
And he paid your legal fees? He even paid for your move?
He said if I were getting a divorce, he would work with me to make it as favorable to me as possible. Like the property division and stuff. Also, your father is divorcing your mother. He said he had nothing to do with her anymore.
Think of how my mom would feel. What is she supposed to do if she gets divorced at her age?
You did the same thing to me?
That was just a threat. I was never gonna dump you.
This is all your own fault. No matter how coldly you treated him, your father never said a word. So you guys just went with it. You both took his kindness for granted.
You're kidding me. We let him live with us and he should thank us for it. Even after the old man became disabled, we still let him live with us.
Why should he thank you guys for that? He was happier moving out of the house. If he stayed home, he would only be treated coldly by you and your mother.
Shut up. Old people, they're happiest at home.
You kept your father in the house because you were stingy with the money. It costs a lot to put him in a nursing home. But if you let me take care of him, there's no cost, and that's convenient.
You're good for nothing. I gave you a job. You're trash. You're a joke. Don't you guys think you can get away with this?
You still take such a high-handed attitude. I'm really stunned by you.
Whatever the old man does, I'm the heir to his fortune. Answer me. Where's the old man? I'm gonna take all his fortune away from him.
Your father is in a nursing home. And I think his fortune is pretty much gone. Your father paid in advance for his 5 years nursing home cost. The cost of a nursing home is so expensive. All the money and savings he made from selling things are almost gone.
Almost?
The fortune is your father's, so it's up to him how he wants to use it. There's nothing you can do about it now. Unfortunately, I doubt there's any money for you to inherit, because there's nothing left.
Tell me where the old man is.
Are you going to hit him? Then I won't tell you. I've alerted the nursing home that his family may try to harm him. If you go visit, you'll probably be accompanied by a security guard.
Stop mocking me!
We just did what we had to do to protect ourselves. How much longer are you going to keep up with that attitude? You should have a better understanding of the position you're in.
Good morning. I'm sorry about last night. I got mad and said a lot of terrible things to you. Again, I'd like to have a discussion with you.
I don't care. I'm used to getting this attitude from you. So is your father.
I treated my father terribly too. My mom and I are both sorry for what we've done. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you've changed your attitude a lot. You seem to have finally figured it out. Our positions have been completely reversed.
I just realized. We were a little too selfish.
Are you trying to win over me? You're worried about our property division, aren't you? If I take your property, you'll have nothing left.
My mom is broke now. I'll have to take care of her financially.
Yes, that's right. Your mother has never had a job, and I don't think she can even find a job.
So I'm trying to leave some savings on the table.
In other words?
I want a 50-50 split of the property, please?
No, I don't want to.
Are you serious?
You have been so selfish all this time. That's enough. Why don't you try to live modestly and without luxuries from now on?
It's not like we're short on money, but I can't live like this.
But you still have a job. Your mother has her pension too.
Still, it's a far cry from what it used to be. How could she suddenly reduce her quality of life after decades of living in luxury?
How naive are you at this point? You two have no choice but to reduce your quality of life. There's no other option. There's no way you can do what you've been doing, no matter how much your mother cries and screams.
That's not what I'm saying.
You can't afford to be extravagant anymore either. You should have had a better paying job. You didn't choose a job seriously because you thought you were going to inherit all your father's fortune.
I didn't think you would make such a crazy move. I can't believe you demolished the house.
Your father didn't hesitate. He said he had nothing but bad memories of that house. He built that house for his family. I really felt sorry for him.
No matter how angry he was, he didn't have to go this far, did he?
Doesn't that mean his resentment was that deep? I only lived there for 5 years since I married you, but your father lived with you guys for decades. Kind people are indeed scary when they get angry. I can't believe you were so easily abandoned. Guess we found out who was the baggage. My husband and I then proceeded with our divorce through the attorney. I was able to prove the emotional distress I was suffering from my husband. Most of the property became mine. As for the property division between my ex-husband's father and mother, his mother's share was none. And my ex-father-in-law and I each got divorced. My ex-husband and his mother lived together, but they couldn't suddenly drop their standard of living because his mother tried to live the same way she did when she was spoiled by my ex-father-in-law's money. My ex-husband had no choice but to go into debt, and that's why he and his mother's relationship crumbled. I reconnected with my childhood friend shortly after I moved back to my hometown, and we started dating. And then we got married. I was so concerned about my ex-father-in-law that I went to see him once a year. He died exactly 5 years later. He got cancer in his later years. He lived until the last minute to ensure the cost he had already paid was not refunded to his son. I guess that's how much he resented him.